Welcome back to Business. My name is Andreas and I'm a senior country partner at PricewaterhouseCoopers. Ashabo has described the 2020 budget as business-friendly. Speaking to Joy Business after its post-budget forum, Mr. Ashabo said the budget presents some opportunities for the growth of enterprises.
Continuation of the initiatives that were started by this government in 2017. And as you know, businesses like predictability, businesses like stability. So from that point of view, I think businesses find the budget to be friendly. On the other hand, I think there was some expectation from businesses that the measures that we've been discussing as a country towards broadening the tax base, we will begin to see some of those initiatives yielding fruit so that the tax burden on the few can be lessened in favor of broadening the net. So, for example, the decision to extend the National Fiscal Stabilization Levy for another 5 years came as a surprise because it was due to have outlived its usefulness by the end of 2019. So there's one or two things like that that perhaps businesses are not happy about. But broadly speaking, I think businesses do find the budget friendly. But now what they would like to see is an acceleration of implementation.
Do you think that there's more opportunities for growth? Because there are some who are saying that it's the same businesses who are being taxed, and therefore it's the same pressure that we are expecting to see in 2020.
It's the same pressures, yes, and I think that's what businesses are concerned about. The assurance we've received from the government through the Ministry of Finance is that yes, 2020, which is in the short term, may look like business as usual to some degree, but in actual fact, in the medium term, if you look at the initiatives that government is proposing around developing infrastructure, around the business regulatory reforms, around enhancing credit to the private sector, broadening the tax net we've spoken about, all these initiatives in the medium term, we should begin to see better results from. I know there's a little bit of impatience. In fact, if you sat through the forum that we've just had, you'd have sensed from the audience, who are largely private business people, that there's a little bit of impatience because we've heard these things over time. But now the view is that we really need to accelerate and get these things done so that the results can be manifest.
Chief Executive of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Yofi Grant, says the ailing textile industry is likely to be revamped soon. This is because more than 5 of the management and owners of the world's largest textile manufacturing and chain of stores within the textile industry, including H&M, will be in Ghana for a 2-day visit to assess the industry. The team, which is arriving tonight, will be exploring opportunities of partnership and the establishment of their manufacturing firms in Ghana. Yofi Grant, the CEO of GNPC, spoke to Northern Aqua Hayford in Dubai.
And as I don't know whether you've seen, but we have some of the biggest textiles companies visiting through. They went to Togo first. They're coming to Ghana tonight and they'll be there for the day tomorrow. And then they'll go to Cote d'Ivoire. And they're going to look at where it's most competitive and comparatively comfortable.
Have you convinced them enough to stay with us?
Well, I think Ghana has an edge, a significant edge, but it also depends on what terms of agreement we can come. But I believe that Ghana would be the right place for them to come. I think logistically we are very well positioned.
Is there a plan, because we already have ATL, GTP, and all those people who seem to be struggling, I put it. Right. I mean, is there a plan to get some of these investors to partner with them to help them scale up production?
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Any country a businessman goes, they want to look at what is happening at the domestic sector, and that's it. And already we've seen talks going on partnerships. But where the partnership is not possible, then of course, I mean, you have to look at another arrangement. But the real intent is that we can get investment that partners with local enterprise. And that is why the GIPC, when we go out, we take our private business people with us. In fact, I'm sure you've heard, because it came out from one of your radio stations, that we have a group of close to 50 private business people who are traveling with us to Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Just 2 days each. And in each there's going to be investment fora or forums, and there are already B2Bs already arranged. such that they get the best of these things. The intention is to create partnerships between some of the investors in these countries and our private sector.
Crude oil opened the trading for the week at $62.25 a barrel. Gold traded at $1,472.69 an hour. The market update is up next. My name is Sandra S. and I'm up and with us more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Have a good evening.